Hello everybody, good day to you all. Today I'm talking about Doom Patrol, season number 1, episode number 6, Doom Patrol Patrol. The episode was directed by Chris Manley. And here we have a lot of things happening right now. We have Cyborg's dad, Solace. He comes back to see what's going on with Cyborg. Cyborg had that bad accident where his arm blew up. And so his father, and he was freaking out about that because he didn't want his dad to come home because he was scared what his dad might do to him. Because his dad seemed to think of him more. I don't think his dad. She's more like a science. She's more like a science experiment, and he has his own plans and agenda for Cyborg, what he thinks he should be doing. And Cyborg has his own opinions what he should be doing with his life and the direction he should be going. And he feels as though he should be helping this team trying to find Niles. And his father didn't feel like he should be doing that at all. It's waste of his time. He should be helping these he consider freaks with their problems. He should be trying to focus on what his father plans for him. So you got Victor freaking out about this, and he's trying to he goes to Robot Man and says, "Hey, can you watch my dad? Make sure he doesn't do something weird with me, because he's gonna shut me down, and I don't know what he's gonna do. So can you watch him?" And Robot Man said, "Well, if you want me to help you, why not help me find connecting my daughter from Facebook? Help me do that." And Cyber doesn't want to do it. He said, "Well, since you want to do that, well, you on your own then, buddy. Good luck with that." But through the process, things do change because Robot Man finally meets Victor's dad, and he realizes he's a butt. He's like, "Dang, I don't like you either." And no wonder your son freaks out about you. And and he's trying to explain to his dad what a hero he is, and his dad ain't listen to that at all. So you got that whole family drama going on there. And then you have what's going on with you get like more backstory on Rita and her life and the things she did in Hollywood to try to be successful after the accident. Because after the accident she left the game for a long period of time. So she wasn't famous. She wasn't that famous anymore, and her name wasn't really hot as it used to be. So she tried to go back to start where she left off at, and she's getting told by like one of the studio heads that she's not going to get it unless she, has sex with him. That old classic casting couch situation. And so you see her going through with it, and you think she's going to stand up for herself and say, "No, I'm not doing that." And you thought it was going the direction, and then she got up. You thought she was going to leave, and she sits on his lap and said, "Oh man." And then things go wrong where she actually blobs out and kills the guy. Yeah. Oh. But then you get to see her backstory, and you can see more about her, and you also see her connection to the original Doom Patrol, and how she used to date Mento, and you see in their backstory and how they were a team back in the day, and they faced off against Mr. Nobody, and they're telling the story like they won, they beat him easily, everything is fantastic, they're the heroes, woohoo! But you find out things went wrong because you have Jane, she gets this message from Mr. Nobody to go find the Doom Patrol, and she's trying to figure out who the Doom Patrol is, what's going on, who's this group, and then that you have Elasti-Girl, she knows who they are, and so so you got Jane, she teleports both Elasti-Girl and Larry, or aka Negative Man, to the facility where the Doom Patrol lived. And you see them, everything looks good. It's a school for metahumans. Everything's fantastic. They're functioning nicely there. Memento doesn't look like he aged at all. No one looks like they aged at all. Like, what's going on? I'm like, okay, I guess. And then you start to get a little bit of you see a little glitch. You start to realize, oh, things are not exactly what they seem. See, now I kind of figured out from the start that it was an illusion. I just didn't know how dark and how messed up and how twisted it was. Oh. Because the more they're there investigating, trying to find out exactly what's going on with Nobody and what's going on there. Because you have Crazy Jane talking to Joshua Clay, who's pretty much acting like he pretty much told them he's just an educator. He just works there to make sure that the kids get an education, blah blah blah. And you find out he's not telling the truth. And then you find out that the world they're living in isn't real. And you find out, when you find out exactly what's going on with Memento and the rest of his team and what happened with them and Mr. Nobody, it's very sad and very tragic. This is not a happy ending story. It isn't. Even when you see them wrap it up into a nice little pretty bow, you realize the darkness and the misery behind the facade that you're seeing, and it's like very sad. Like, oh my gosh. It's really messed up. You don't leave this episode feeling fantastic. You really don't. You really don't. Because even back at the home with Victor, his relationship with his father seems to be okay. It starts to look like it's going in the right direction, but you feel like his father's just playing him to do something else. Like, ugh. Then you got the whole thing with Cliff. He finally finds out. He finally gets to see his daughter on Facebook and see what's going on with her. And then he finds out she was replaced by somebody else who she's calling his dad. He freaks out about that. So that's a kick in the stomach. And then you have the whole sad story with Rita and how she learned how to control her powers and the things she went through to get there. And then when you see this actual Doom Patrol because the thing is though, the Mr. Nobody got into their heads, showed them their worst fears, and just messed them up. And they never recovered after that. And the team just died. Just like their home, just like their lives. And and because of that loss and that failure, they have been torturing themselves because they feel as though they need to be punished. Oh, it's so sad. So sad. But done quite well. The acting performance of everybody is always amazing. Costume designs from the special effects is done quite well. Just not a happy ending. Wow. Because usually, even when things go crazy, it has just a humor to it too. It's like it can be a little light, a little funny at times. It's weird and perky. But this was just sad and dark. But it was done so well though. I keep saying this all the time. You got the acting performances from Diane Guerrero, who does Crazy Jane, all the multiple personalities. She's amazing. I like the whole relationship between Victor and Cliff, watching them bounce off one another. Is what I did too. I think that Brendan Fraser is doing an amazing job as the Robot Man. I mean, all the actors are amazing. They all do a great job. It's a great ensemble, and just watching them in all the situations they're going through, no matter how weird or how crazy or how tragic it may be, it's just interesting and fun to watch. Because you never know exactly where the show is going to go, but when it reveals itself, it's a treat. Wow. So leave comments down below. Let me know what you saw of this episode of Doom Patrol. If you haven't been watching it, check it out for yourself. Take my word for it. Hopefully when you watch it, you will enjoy having watching it too. So give my channel a big like, hit the thumbs up, shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I really would appreciate it, like I always say, in my dreams and in my life. I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, people.